It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, 2K Sports, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
Ooh, had to catch a flight for the night show. Ooh, let's get though. Got us right though. We ain't.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And you've got on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Celtics came away with the win against the Washington Wizards. And for sure, they're looking for the sweep of the season series. A win tonight do it. They lead 3-0.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, John Wall was the #1 overall pick in 2010, but he still thinks he's got a lot left to prove. A bone spur in his knee held him back for several years. He's gotten the surgery now, and he says, some people get their success early, some get theirs late. I feel like my time is just beginning. Kevin?
Certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. Both sides will try and push it on the fast break doors to get easy scores. Talk a bit about playing fast, but also playing with efficiency.
Well, you look no further than the Golden State Warriors, who, when they are playing with pace and out in transition, the threes are flying. It's electric and, frankly, almost unstoppable. But they walk that delicate line of playing fast without turning it over. You want to give these great players freedom, but within that freedom, they've got to make sure, okay, we've got to value the basketball. And yes, we can maybe turn it over 10 times per game, but we get north of 10, 15 turnovers, and that's going to put us in a little bit of a problematic situation.
Good analysis. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point, Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Now Oubre following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And stolen by Tatum. Irving kicks to Tatum. Oubre pulls it in. Inside. Wall looking for an opening. Here's Morris. He hits the back iron, sinks the shot.
Now, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
Now the pass to Horford. Tatum dishes to Horford. Back to Tatum. Brown kicks to Hayward. Boston, no good that time either.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Whiteside, and too much time in the lane. They call for the 3-second violation. And coming down the back stretch, good time to check out the new power rankings. You look at the Lakers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for the Celtics, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release, boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Oubre, good. Oubre's had his first points of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't reverse in their arsenal.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The things Kyrie Irving can do with basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
He will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
And he'll take that The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
Pretty good way to start the game, right? The defense has to be more aggressive, keeping him away from that area of the floor, or it's going to be a long night.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Brown. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brown against Beal. Pass to Wall. Basket counts. Wall's got his first points of the game.
That, to me, is an example of where the work in the weight room pays off. Wall absorbs contact and still guides it in.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. 3-point lead. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I agree. It seemed like they were very dependent from the three-point stripe, and it made things way too easy for defense.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Wall passes to Morris. Back Wall. Morris kicks to Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. There's Beal with the 3. Kept alive by Washington. Oubre, good.
You can see Kelly Oubre Jr. just wants it more than everybody else. Such heart and desire.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
You know, Kelly Oubre is an X factor for the Wizards. Last season, stepping into the 6-man role. Still very young. He could help take them to the next level.
And a new group getting ready for the Whips. Howard's checked in for Whiteside. Oh, and it comes in for Morris. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Oubre. And Zedaransky subbed in for John Wall. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Jason Tatum. Morris is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. And Kelly Oubre taken after 1 year at Kansas with the 15th pick of the 2015 draft.
You know, he came in as a raw prospect, a 5-star recruit in high school, plenty of potential. The Wizards not a lot of salary flexibility, no longer drafting in the lottery. Oubre might be their best shot at improving from within.
Now here's Zedaransky. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Howard at the elbow. He kicks it to Beal. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 6 points for Beal.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morris finds Baines. Celtics passing it around. Here's Smart. And the 3-ball is good. Smart got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, I'm not sure what the defense can do. I mean, Marcus Smart just nails a tough jumper with defender in his grill.
Stolen by Smart. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tice passes to Irving. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him there.
And Zedaransky kicks to Beal. Off target from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 6. Morris into the lane. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Inside, and Howard with the stuff.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch these alley-oops given his strength.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good on the shot.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man and you deliver the ball right away.
Rivers passes to Zedaransky. Back to Rivers. With 1 on the clock, he takes it up and lays it in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Washington holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. Celtics have shown their toughness and their determination. Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his own teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
And the Celtics have assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. Really no better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on boards.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Williams. Smart is out there with Irvin. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Baines in at the 5 spot. Now here's Rivers. Coming in a 10-point game his last outing. Beal finds Howard. Ball's knocked loose.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
Williams' shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. 8-point game. And contact on a shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this gives us a moment now to show the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of screening, a lot of movement, obviously, without ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement of screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said. John Wall's checked in for Washington. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes for Irving. Howard kicks it to West. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Morris. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Morris has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Celtics. It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Howard. To the middle. Here's Wall. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the craftiness of John Wall on display. When he sees an opening in the defense, he's going to take advantage.
Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Wall against Smart. Wall's shot is good. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
It just lashes right past the defender. He is one to cover John Wall.
Hayward passes to Williams.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Mark. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 7 points, just over 2 steals, and 5 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need... Stop it! How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
Right side's checked in for the Wizards. Markieff Morris comes in for David West. And stolen by Tatum.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Brown. And Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre, 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper and he's got great potential defensively.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown that could possibly swing the momentum here.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw. And that one falls for John Wall.
Guys, think about the first time John Wall registered his first triple-double. Only 4 players in NBA history had registered it in fewer games than he did. Think about these names: Oscar Robertson, Connie Hawkins, Magic Johnson, and Hambone Williams. Incredible.
Here's Smart. That 3 off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the paint, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, this is what you like to see from Morris, being aggressive. Hammer it down with authority, big man.
And when you look at Wall, the speed, the length, the skill, Doris, this is a guy who can carry your team.
And we talk a lot about his physical attributes and how those translate to success, the blinding speed. It's the instincts to me and the competitive streak, though, guys, that makes John Wall very special. Oh, boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a 3rd foul before halftime, playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Washington making a change here. Olynyk checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Irving subbed in for Marcus Smart. And here's Brown outside. Here's Tatum. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
When we are talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 6'11" wingspan. This is why he's so effective coming up with second chance points.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. One-on-one here. No, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Celtics have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. Doris, who are the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those 3 men, Kev.
Endless energy. Satoransky gets the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 12.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
And Baines, he's checked in for Al Horford. With a break in the action, let's see which teams come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Celtics.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
And ball kicks to Olynyk, passes it to Oubre. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Beal's checked in for John Wall. Celtics trail by 12. The pass to Brown. Shoots over Beal, and it's Brown missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
And that one's good, Irving.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
Brown against Satoransky. Kicks to beat, launches it. That shot off the mark. No good that time. And that does it for the first half of play. Washington out in front, up by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. And that's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be myself player. I want to be a team player. And they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open. And I got to just keep finding them and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop you.
And that does it for our halftime.
Welcome back, folks. A lot to see in that shot from high above Washington, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, the Lincoln Memorial. That is one heck of a view. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, the entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gator. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Kelly Oubre out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Whiteside in at the center, locking down the middle. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to strike it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block.
Well, solid body control from Al Horford. This is a big guy who's great at cashing in down low.
Oh, Whiteside in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be good play defensively. Here's Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. Irving against Wall. Pass to Morris. Feeds it to Whiteside. The 11-footer. That one a long. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Wizards leading by 6. And stolen by Irving. And here we go. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's the Celtics now. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's Boston now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Hayward dishes round. That shot is off. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Poked away. Pass to Oubre. He kicks it to Wall. Passes it to Morris. Clock at 6. Over Tatum. And again, Washington no good.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So time called here, the first for Washington.
You know, guys, when you think of Al Horford, he is the prototypical big for what the Boston Celtics hope to do. This guy is very switchable on the defensive end. He can also make three-point shots at a high percentage, which is critical to the spacing they hope to achieve offensively.
For the Wizards, Howard's checked in for Whiteside. West comes in for Markieff Morris, and it's Rivers in for Kelly Oubre. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Morris comes in for Brown, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Irving. Saransky's checked in for Washington. Out of bounds, Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And for Horford, he's always been a plus defender throughout his career.
He is, Kevin, and I don't necessarily think that it translates to statistics. However, Al Horford is critical to what they do on the defensive end.
Here's Williams. And there's the pass to Horford. Over Howard. Outside, Smart. Kicks it to Williams. Over West. Back to Williams. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That will get his 4th foul of the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Stolen by Smart.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rivers finds Beal. Satoransky against Smart. Satoransky, the pass to Rivers. And the basket is good. Rivers has got 4 points now.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And last year, the Celtics appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals for the 35th season.
Simply incredible, Kevin. The most in the East by far. The Sixers and Pistons are a distant second and third. And the way this front office has constructed this roster, expect that total to rise in the coming years.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Washington. Aaron Baines checked in for Boston. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Beal up again. Morris with a rebound. Boston trailing. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Out to Hayward. Sinks a three-pointer. Hayward's got 7 points.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in catch-and-shoot situations.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Takes it from 10. And Baines pulls it down.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play finish.
Back to Morris. Nice ball movement by Boston. Smart kicks to Hayward. No good from outside. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fransky, the pass to Howard. Stolen. Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
Oh my goodness, you cannot get the lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Satoransky with it. Beal from long range. No good that time. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Celtics lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start fourth quarter. We've got Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum is out there with Hayward. Then it's Marcus Smart, and it's Irving at the 1. No good on that one.
Well, the athleticism and ferocity with which John Wall plays the point guard position. And you add that to the frame he brings to the table, and look out.
Celtics leading by 3. Here's Irving. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Wizards shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Morris looking over the floor. The dish to Oubre. Pass to Morris. 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. The Celtics shooting 59% up to this. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Olynyk with the steal. Now here's Oubre. Defended by Hayward. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. And Tatum pulls it down.
Affecting the shot a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space a shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And right now, they have all the momentum. I mean, just look at the score.
No, there's no doubt. You can see it. The lead continues to grow. They're not slowing down. I love the pressure they're applying.
Celtics leading by 8. From about 16, again, the Celtics good for 2.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finish touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checking. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. You can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, John Wall understands how to take command of the offense. Outstanding read right there.
Irving finds Hayward. 3-pointer. Irving misses.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Shoots from the elbow, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for this. They've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Whiteside inside, working on Horford. Whiteside, no good. Celtics leading by 10. Here's Brown. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Morris outside, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Bradley Beal's checked in for Rivers. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morris kicks the wall. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A physical finish by Wall. And if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Wall against Irving. He kicks to Horford. Here's Brown. Back to Horford. No good on that one.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Free throw, good. Oubre. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the throw line.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustment.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Horford kicks to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
Here's Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You have to love that mentality. John Wall took it in and made sure he drew the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
First throw is good. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And so Wall nails both of them.
The lead's not looking comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Irving kicks to Horford. And fished off by Horford.
Al Horford using his mobility around the basket. He steps through the defense. No one gets in his way.
Wizards trail by 7. Here's Wall. Whiteside goes up again, and the layup is good. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage. Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Wall passes to Ray. Beal dishes the Wall. Oubre kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot from 15 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Great shooting touch and face-up game opportunities for a power forward. Morris deadly from mid-range.
Hayward outside. In the corner, Smart with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Bradley Beal's one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
We've got 1:23 left in the game. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics leading by 6. He dishes it to Hayward. 1:10 left here in the 4th quarter. Back to Smart. He feeds it to Horford. And Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. .103 left in the game. Shot clock at 6. Tatum is for 2.
Well, isn't this what coaches love to see? Morris getting after it, defensively challenging, shots everywhere.
17-foot shot on the way. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
That one was big. John Wall coming through big time.
And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Irving.
Exactly what you want from the talented Hayward, the kind of boys that makes him a big shot maker.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Beal finds Wall. Over Irving. Wall, no luck. Irving against Wall. Hayward passes to Horford. Oubre with the steal.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
No time to waste. They have to score fast and then foul quickly.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
But intensity, focus, difference maker in the clutch. Markieff Morris doing work.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, those free throws add a nice cushion to their lead.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here is Whiteside. Wall dishes to Oubre. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He's starting to develop that range. Maybe the stroke isn't perfect, but Oubre showing promise.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Oh, yeah, he knows what those free throws mean, right? That takes away any chance of a last-minute comeback.
And Wall kick to Morris. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3.
You love to see guys come through in the clutch. A nice play by John Wall.
And here's the intentional foul. No choice to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
He makes the second free throw, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he nails the third. And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second throw, no good. A tough break there. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, what turned this game around tonight?
Came out with energy in the second half. I mean, after we had a little bit of a lull there, called a timeout and we regrouped and got it together. I thought we played well, shared the basketball. We regrouped.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a different team the second half. Thanks, Gordon. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.